horrible job of promoting this. So, yeah. So anyway, my name's Mark Mopp, and I want to welcome you here. We're going to talk about the nuts and bolts of wholesaling real estate tonight. And like usually before we get started, we do a couple of disclaimers. So disclaimer one, real estate by its very nature can be risky. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You always want to talk to an accountant, CPA, you want to talk to an attorney, you want to get the right kind of advice. Disclaimer two is everything I'm saying to you tonight is a bold-faced lie. If you want to try it on, that's good with me. So, and the reason I say that is because I don't want you suing me later. So, then this is our agenda tonight. Todd and I are the speakers. We want to talk about getting to know each other, and we'll do a little thing where we go around the room. Other local real estate events we want to cover with you because there's some really good resources in the market you want to take advantage of. We're going to talk about what wholesaling is, why do wholesaling, do you need money to do wholesaling. We're going to talk about the benefits of wholesaling. We're going to talk about what kind of sellers you want to find, like how to go about finding deals. We're going to talk about what we would do if we were starting out in real estate. If you're experienced, and you can interrupt us anytime, all the way through this, ask questions, please. Because tonight's about giving you guys what you want. So there is no stupid questions. And how to generate leads, like in the past couple of days, I've given Todd 2 deals. I gave him one in Flint, Michigan.
I wrote it.
He wrote it, it's under contract. Now we need to get it sold.
10 grand, anyone want to buy? It's only 10 grand.
I'll take it for 5.
6.
Just do an auction.
Do I hear 7?
Yeah. And then we'll talk about how to market, you know just, we got one really good final tip we'll give you. So I've been doing this a plus 40 years, and I've stepped on a lot of landmines and made a lot of mistakes. And failure is one of the best teachers you'll ever get, and it's absolutely something you don't forget. And I've had a lot of those, but I've had a lot of successes. So what's interesting is like the worst moments in real estate, or the worst, like in 2008 when the market crashed, sometimes the worst things bring out the best things. Like I'm older. If Todd and I went to the house and there was a problem, he can run faster than me, and he can oscillate better than me, and I try to be the one who got hurt. So, although he carries a gun, make me just stand and shoot while I ran. So, but the bottom line is out of that failure, I ended up getting in the internet marketing field, and I do really well today on that. I'm able to work right out of my house, and I generate good leads, and I'm in the process of expanding my real estate lead generating by about 10-fold. So my job is to have him not be in the dumpster business at all, but to be running deals for me, for us. So anyway, with that said, I've made a lot of mistakes, I've made a lot of money, so I'm a really good resource. If you join our 12 and 27 monthly meetup, you have my availability where you can call me, ask me questions. I can get you with the right source, I can get you down the road. So, and I'm also really good at teaching you how to generate leads.
How much is it to join?
It's $27 a month.
Okay.
But you get 3 of these meetings, and you get a whole bunch of videos from the past. And I'm getting ready to add on like probably another bag full of leads. They're all on here. I mean, cover videos. So, oh, it's in the other one. So we've got a lot of stuff to look on, and all the forms are on that site. And pretty much anything you'd want. If you don't find it there, then just call. I'll get it to you. So what we want to do is just spend a minute and go around the room, like who you are, what you want to get out of tonight, and ask questions.
Oh, I'm first.
Yeah.
My name is Cynthia Ware, and presently in my life, I'm in transition. I'm leaving the medicine field slowly and building a corporation that we named Seek and Preserve Properties. I have in my lifetime rehab maybe 7 properties. The last one was it was the biggest one I've ever done with taking the house to the studs. It took a long time to do, but we needed to do it to learn. We're looking at wholesaling, rehabbing, and my passion is I want to begin small apartments.
Okay, that's good.
I got a 6-unit for sale
Okay.
on Gladstone.
Let's shoot a look at it. I don't know if you would really smile like that.
No, I'm just, it's nice, great area.
Gladstone is.
Yeah, right off of Woodward and Gladstone,
I'll look at it.
north side. I'll get you the
Yeah.
information.
The Renegade meeting will be a really good meeting to go to. Have you been there before?
I went yesterday I wasn't supposed to be there, and they let me stay. I went to one of the small ones.
Oh, the one in Macomb County or something? Or was it?
Ferndale.
Oh.
Coffee
Jeff
shop.
Shipp.
Oh, that was yeah, that this one, Jeremy Burgess was there.
Yes.
He's doing something different, so he has a big one on the
Yes.
first Tuesday of the month, yeah.
Yes, the second. He told me
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll be back in town.
Okay.
In time.
gotcha.
I'm trying to work part-time in medicine, and there's just not a whole lot of part-time jobs. But we'll see. I need to keep my foot in there, in that
That's smart,
that arena.
yeah.
Nice.
So, and for a while you lived in Missouri?
I live in Missouri now. I have
Oh.
a house I'm trying to sell. I'm here in Detroit because I had 3 tenants. 2 of them was millenniums, and I just didn't. I'm not just gonna be honest. I can't stand not being able to communicate, and you go from 0 to 1,000. So you don't belong here, and so I'm doing a transition to help them find another place to stay.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, we're glad you're here. Stop us and ask questions too.
I'm Trishawn Archer. I'm new to real estate. I don't know what I like yet. I'm just here to figure out where I want to get in at.
That's good. The more places, more clubs, more places you can go, and I would say definitely do not buy anything for yourself, but focus in on the wholesaling and finding a deal or a partner to get the ropes. What would be your advice getting going?
Yeah, go to as many meetups as you can and figure out what you want to do, like what your goal might be. But remember, goals change all the time, which is good.
Right.
So a lot of people might start at wholesaling because it's almost the least amount of money out of pocket usually. But you see that phone call I made? It sounds so easy. To me, it's the easiest thing in the world. Some people hate making phone calls. They hate that, some people don't like that.
Right.
So what's your next thing? Do you like fixing flips? A lot of people start single family flips and then they get sick of that, and then they go into rentals. They might keep rentals or get sick of it, and then they go into apartment complexes. So they just got to figure out what you like. And some people just stay into wholesaling or stay into, you just got to try a
Yeah,
little bit.
real estate's got so many different things you can do.
And as a new guy, you want to do a fix and flip maybe, I'm just saying, you might go find someone that does them and say, how can I work for you for free? Learn how to do it.
Okay.
Don't buy the house I'm buying for 10 grand or 13 or 14 because the guy thought he could buy a fix and flip. He spent 22,000 on it, and he's gonna take a loss. He says, I can't, I thought I could. Yeah, he said.
Yeah, it was a seminar.
Yeah,
That's more expensive than something. That's really good. but,
Well, I forgot to mention that. I signed up under Fortune Builder. I'm
yeah,
still up under their coaching,
Nice.
and I've learned a lot. Haven't made any money, and I'm
Yeah.
growling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm growling at it.
so
Yeah.
I was in the mortgage business and I worked for someone for 23 years. And when the market crashed, I was vice president. I started knocking doors and then I ended up being vice president. And I had 25 employees. The market crashed, fired everyone. That's what that was. I worked for a small company. We had to fire everybody, change gears. We started buying foreclosures, and we already had rentals. So I've been in the business, and I kind of knew it, but I did not know there was people out here these networking. Never even heard of it. I never Googled. I never did that. I worked every day, hard, and then, well, when I fired 25 employees, then my income got cut 50 grand a year. Car got taken away, so that really hurt me. And I'm like, went to Than Merrill, because they had it on the radio. Every time I turned it on, I heard it. Went for the weekend thing. You know, I went to the Wednesday one, paid 100 or 200 bucks, and I went to the weekend, right? And I heard about wholesaling 3 years ago. It's almost 3 years exactly. I never even heard of wholesaling before. I said, what? Impossible.
Yeah.
And then it changed my thinking. I said I could do this on my own. And then I went to Renegade Detroit that first week, my first time. And then I started going to different networking events. And that's where so that's how I started.
and the best advice I can give is, if you're gonna be in this market, just go get a local mentor, you know, if you're gonna get one. But really, the best mentors are the ones that are actually taking the action, so that's why he said, work for them for free, it'd be better than spending $30,000. It's tough when you sign up for a national program, and they're based in Nevada, or wherever they're based, and their coaches are out of state. It's really difficult for them to give you advice on how to buy in this market and what to do, because you don't have them. They're not at it every day. So,
Now that you're in it, you just gotta use every resource you can through there. I know there's a girls meetups that, I know a few girls that go to Renegades that they're in it, or their husband, wives, or whatever, and they meet up all the time together. There's some, you just gotta use those resources the best you can, but learn from everyone else too. And you know what, one day you'll say that was the best money you ever spent, hopefully. It kicked you in the butt,
It's a lot.
or whatever.
It's a computer system. It is a
Yeah,
lot.
they got a lot. You got to use it though. That's the thing.
so, and the other thing, like, you definitely gotta have goals. Like, I got goals every month set up. I do it by collage too, and then I also write them out. And then I break them down daily. I'm old school, so it's printed out.
And I got mine right here.
One every day. So if you don't have goals, you don't have a roadmap, you don't have,
There's
and
mine.
my goals, everything I view it as a game. Because I'm not trying to make myself wrong if I don't hit the goal. It's just I didn't hit the scoreboard as good, so what do I gotta put back in? And then when you set goals, even if they're daily goals, you have to have, like I call it, a debriefing. So when I get home tonight, I am not gonna look at this book, I don't wanna do anything. I would turn on the television and I watch TV for about 15 minutes and say, oh, this looks good, then I'm asleep. So the next morning, I look at it and then I write it out and I debrief myself then. So that's how I focus on it. It doesn't matter if your goals are on the refrigerator, whatever system works for you, it's got to speak to you, so you got to create a system that speaks to you.
There's so many good books and podcasts that you can listen to as books. Like one of the first ones I ever read or listened to was Miracle Mornings, and it's all about goals and waking up in the morning and working out or whatever. That was a great one.
So right now I'm building, we're different philosophies. I'm building 100 Eventbrite sites throughout the entire United States for every major city, the largest population. I'm building meetups in every major city, like Chicago, New York, LA, and the videos that we're doing here are getting played there, plus a whole lot more videos. And they're all designed to bring people back to that 27 monthly meetup. So I want to be the guy that sells the picks and shovels, it's the gold rush. But I want to sell them at a really reasonable dollar with really good value and grow that. But there's other reasons, because now when Todd gets on this camera, the people are watching it, and I'm sitting there playing in every major market in the country, and he's talking about a house for $6,000, you know, that they can buy in California. That's like a window for the garage. So it's, what you're doing is attracting out-of-state buyers, and you're able to present that stuff. So it's an incredibly good experience. And then we're going to get ready to change our meetup site where we give a 30-day trial period so they can, you know, put it on, but then all of a sudden they'll start billing their credit card. So that's a good thing. So, but
Don't hurt yourself.
no, but I'm just saying you got it. And then my map goals are in here, how many maps I'm gonna build out and stuff like that. I talked to Eddie about it earlier. So anyway, you gotta have the goals. And then you know that you got X number of map locations, those are like Google places for X number of these signs out on the street. You know that if I got 200 signs out, you can expect X number of calls per week. And then real estate is a numbers game. You know, I wanna buy apartment buildings in Detroit, that her mission is to go to the Renegade meeting and to let every one of those wholesalers know, or somebody that knows all the wholesalers, and give your order. This is what I'm looking for. This is the kind of return I want. This is what I want. Now go satisfy that, and you can expect another deal from me later on. And you can expect me to stand up at Renegade and say, he's the man. So, but, you know, so that's, you got to figure it out. So, Mark, I'll pick on you.
I'm Mark Adams. I'm a licensed realtor. Not new to wholesaling. I don't do very much of it because I do more lead generation. And I work with Mark on the wholesale training.
Yeah, he wants to sell picks and shovels too. But he makes a living doing BPOs and listing REOs, real estate owned foreclosed properties.
What's BTO?
That's what I said.
Broker's price opinion. So if you're an asset manager for a mortgage company, you're going to order a BPO on a property before you foreclose on it, because the people are going to miss one payment or two payments. Then they need to send a realtor out that's familiar with the market, come back and say, the house has been vacated, people are living in the house, here's a picture of the front, the side, the back, and this is what the house is worth. Because remember, an asset manager is about loss mitigation. So now, here's the beauty about knowing an REO or BPO agent. The asset manager and Mark are the only people that know about that property. And that's a motivated seller. So when you go to the meetings, you want to be able to meet somebody like that and work with them, because when they list a property, they're in disrepair, and he knows, okay, well, this is a, you know, Todd refers to a lot of things, hoteling, wholesaling and hoteling. What's hoteling?
Where you get a house and you clean it up, you just clean it out, you vacuum it, you wipe it down, you might paint a room or two, minor, quick, you know, something that'll take you a week to get done, and now you could, someone walks in and it looks like everything's working properly. It's not brand new, and you could sell it for, if the price range is $200,000, all fixed up, beautiful, you could sell it for $150 quickly, you know.
So if he knows the BPO agent or the REO agent, when that list, he knows the values too. So he's gonna say, I got a good deal here. But now, you're hired me as your real estate agent, and you say, I'm going to chase these properties, and you want me to go out and make those offers. That's the wrong answer. You want to find out who's got the listings and go to them and say, I want to pay your commission I want to relist the house through you, and I want to bonus you or whatever, because they control the deal. If you make an offer to me and I bring it in, he gets half the commissions, and he's working with other investors, who's the house going to go to? Well, I have an offer here, the mortgage company's looking to accept it or counter it. He's going to take it back to his customer and get more money from the mortgage company, which is what he should do. It'll be his customer. So you want to, when you find BPO or REO agents, you want to work directly with them. And on the BPOs, they've got that knowledge. You want to figure out how you can get it and figure out how it's going to work out. You got to talk to them. So,
My name is Eddie Williams. I'm a realtor and a wholesaler, and I learned the wholesaling from Mark and Todd. That's what I am.
and now you get your real estate license, which I have real estate license. I'm fat, and I don't leave my house. So when I get a listing, what do? I'm licensed. My wife's a real estate broker. I can call Eddie, and we've done 2 or 3 deals this past year together. He goes and lists the house. He goes to this dangerous area, he still goes. But he's the one that's doing all the work. But I'm winning and he's winning too, because I got the deal, so I get paid. So if you see up your lead generator, you can start to make the money. If you control the incoming calls, you control a lot of the deals. Does that make sense to you all?
I'm Nina, I'm very new to real estate, and I think what I want to know is how to find money. That's
Okay, that's a good question. Let's answer it right now.
What do you need money for?
investing. I mean, I don't have anything specific, but I
Right.
mean, I have a lot of time, but I don't have the money, so I'm trying to figure out creative ways to find.
So
financing.
the first place is if you found a good deal, you'll never have trouble finding money. If you found a bad deal, you will definitely have trouble finding money. I had a house I got for $2,500 in Waterford. The airport was widening and they were demolishing all the houses, but you could buy one of them and move it to another lot and put it up. So I did that. And I couldn't get one hard money lender to put the money up. I had one guy that funded anything I want, he would fund. But he said to me, I'll fund it, but you have to guarantee me a $5,000 profit. Well, that's not a problem. So I moved the house. The people in the neighborhood showed up at the hearing saying, we don't want this house here. This doesn't fit. This is bad for the neighborhood. This is after the house, the hole's dug, foundation's going in, and the house is sitting like 6 feet off the ground, blocks. So I got this neighborhood thing going on. I got all the, it ends up my house looked better than anybody's on the street when I got done. But it was an absolute nightmare. That's the only house I ever moved in my entire life. When I closed, I only lost $10,000. So it was
Seminar.
so. But if you can't find somebody wanting to put the money up, there's a reason they don't see. Because what they're doing is putting the hard money up, saying, okay, if you goof up, we got to recoup our money.
Sure.
So it's back to wholesaling. In wholesaling, you have to find a really good deal in real estate and then sell it to the most frugal people in the world and still make a profit. If you can do that, then you can start to look at find, fix, and flip or going after the money. But you'll never have trouble finding money. There's a gentleman in Saravanan. You can get Todd's number. We'll send you all their names. They'll put the money up. There's one guy that comes to meetings and puts a thing of liquor right on the table, and then he does a seminar and he takes a drink along the way. He's a hard money lender too. He has a very I couldn't play his video. I had to destroy it because he said a lot of stuff that just couldn't go out.
So that you can get money from an owner. So I got a deal in Taylor that the guy's just tired. He doesn't want it. He has a mortgage payment. He owes $47,000. It's worth $100, and I'll take over your mortgage payment for you. So now I just got $47,000 from them, right? I didn't have to pay them, just gotta make the mortgage payment. Now I'm gonna sell that to somebody else for 10 grand. They're gonna give me 10 grand and take over the mortgage payment. So you could do that. Or if you wanna do a fix and flip, you could find somebody that has the money and you can partner 50-50 on a deal. And you do the fix and flip, or you manage it, or you find a deal, or you figure out what your talent is that's not their talent. So
Because those local guys are well known, so now you can say, I've been on the Todd team, or I've been on this team, and you can talk to them. Now you've got credibility. You start to build a resume. That's,
and then there's other networking, like I know another lender, if you have good credit, you have income, you could get 90% funding for fix and flip plus 100% funding for all the repairs. So, you know, there's all kinds of different type of guidelines and loans out there, you know, but that's based on income and credit. Maybe not even income, I mean, I know it's credit, you know, a little bit. You gotta have a little money, you know. Most people, especially someone brand new, is not gonna give you 100% financing, but if you partner with someone that knows what they're doing, if you find the deal.
there's all kinds of creative ways, like the charities that I work for, they'll get, people want to donate raw land because they've got taxes every year and stuff like that. So if you get a lot donated, and I want to be creative with it, I can sell that house and give somebody, I'm willing to subordinate. So what that means is, I'll give the house to you, you can get a mortgage on it, build your house, and I'm carrying a second mortgage. So now she's used the property as the leverage, right? But I know that she's not gonna build a house and not make a profit, so I'm betting that I'm gonna get paid off at that point, and then she's gonna make her money above that. So it's just a leveraged way of moving stuff. So it's the same way with properties, you can sometimes do that. You ask them to subordinate, use their property, it's free and clear.
I wanted to add something.
Oh, we missed you, Kevin.
I'm sorry, yeah, my daughter is in Atlanta. Sorry about that. But I just wanted to say, so if you're new to real estate, in my personal opinion, and I'm not doing real estate, but I have done real estate.
You're always doing real estate,
Well,
or you say you're not.
That's true too. But to me, the best thing you can do is come to all the meetings. I mean, you go to all of them. I go to the Renegade meeting. The more you hang out and you're around people like Todd and Mark, people that are doing live deals like now, you start to learn all these terms, you know what this stuff means. But like my advice would be, do that, hang out, learn this, become a deal ninja. That's what I used to call myself back in the day. But become a deal ninja where you know how to do all these different techniques. And once you start doing, like, you're gonna feel comfortable once you learn this stuff. And then you'll go try it. And once you try it, you get all this confidence, but you'll do more. And the more that you do, you become experienced. And then when people with money come talk, to you, you can tell them, well, I've done lease options, I've done, subject to deals, I've done flips, I've done wholesaling, and then they go, oh, okay, so what do you need? And then again, like what Mark just said, the way this phrase goes is, a good deal can always find money, but money can't always find a good deal. So that's a legitimate statement, because I used to get money from people in California to do my deals.
So one way to get the money is you got a really good deal tied up.
Yeah.
You did a good job of tying it up. Now you want to take the house to a complete rehab. So our meetup site is 5,500 investors on it. It's the 15th largest real estate investing meetup in the US. So you can now email out to every one of those investors that you have this deal and that you're looking for whatever, partner, whatever, that you can spell it out. And then sit back and then go to Renegade and present it. So now you're finding the money, you're finding somebody that's experienced doing the rehab. So, but you gotta start finding the deals. So it's all about taking action, you know, so no action, no deals.
But that right there is the lead generator right there, that's fine.